Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sherice. Thank you for joining me for another video. So in today's video, I thought it would be good to talk about a topic that a lot of curly girls find confusing, especially beginner curly hair girls. So if you have had a big chop, you're transitioning, or honestly, you're just starting afresh again, and you want to know how to choose the best curly hair stylist, sometimes it can get confusing. So I said, you know what? I want to talk about it. I want to talk about all of the great curly hair products that are out there and how you use it to get the best curls. So that is what we're going to do in today's video. We're going to talk about how to choose the best curly hair products for your hair. So before we get started, I wanted to talk about something, a very important tip that will inform all of your curly hair decisions as well as products, and will save you time, and most importantly, it will save you frustration. So the first thing that you should know about your hair before you start buying curly hair products is what is your hair's porosity. Porosity, simply put, is how well your hair absorbs moisture and water. There are three types of porosity. There's low porosity, which I am, there's medium porosity, and there is high porosity. So low porosity means that your hair does not accept moisture, water, very well. Medium porosity is you accept it extremely well, and high porosity is water and moisture just goes straight through your hair. If you don't know how to find your porosity, all you have to do is get a cup of water, pluck a strand of hair out your hair, drop it in the water. If your hair floats, that means you are most likely low porosity. If it sinks to the middle, that means you are normal to medium porosity. And if it sinks, that means you are high porosity. And of course, there are other ways to figure out your hair porosity, but that is just the easiest method. Your porosity will inform your product decisions because, listen, if like my hair, there are lots of products that I cannot use on my hair because I am low porosity, and it's a waste of time for me to buy it. You take nothing from this video, take away that your porosity will have an important job in your curly hair journey. So now that is out of the way, let's move on to curly hair products. So the first thing that we are going to talk about is leave-in conditioners. A leave-in conditioner, by no means a styling product. As its name suggests, it is a leave-in conditioner. So you leave it in your hair as a conditioner, and that is what it does. It softens your hair, it preps and primes your hair for the actual process of styling your hair. So I know a lot of people purchase leave-in conditioners with the thought that they are styling products, but they are not styling products. And I want you to ask any curly girl, if they feel that they can walk out of their house with just leave-in conditioner on their hair. I know that I can't, and I know for the majority of my friends, ain't nothing happening. So there are two types of leave-in conditioners. There are spray leave-in conditioners, which I think are more lighter. So one of my favorite curly hair leave-ins is the Curl Talk leave-in conditioner. This is actually one of my favorite leave-in conditioners. Another type of leave-in conditioner is a cream leave-in conditioner, and one of my favorites is the Palo Santo leave-in by Pattern Beauty. The rule of thumb is if your hair is curly, like super curly, use the creamy ones, and if your hair is lighter and you don't like too much heaviness to your hair, use a liquid leave-in conditioner. And so now that we have talked about the leave-in conditioners, we're going to move on to the styling products. So when we talk about curly hair stylers, we are talking about a category of products to style our hair, to define our hair, to give us volume, to give us hold, definition, moisture. And there are three main categories that I tend to love and live by when I choose my styling hair products. So the first are creams. The second is a gel, and the third is a foam or mousse styler. So the first set of curly hair products that we're going to actually talk about is the cream stylers. You choose these stylers if you want soft, bouncy, flexible curls, and they give you so much moisture and so much shine that typically this is the favorite of all curly hair stylers. Now for me, creams are actually not my favorites, and it is because, going back to my tip in the beginning, hair porosity, creams are super thick. It's very hard for moisture to penetrate your hair. So honestly, these creams, they sit on the top of my hair and it always feels so heavy and thick, and creams give me a lot of buildup. Most people with low porosity hair will tell you that creams give them a lot of buildup. But if you are looking for, it smells so good. If you are looking for moisture, bouncy, soft, flexible, beautiful curls. Creams are honestly the top of the list. Some of my favorite creams are the Shea Moisture Coconut Hibiscus and Curling Enhancing Smoothie, the Bread Beauty Hair Cream. This leaves my hair very soft and very bouncy. This is actually the lightest cream that I own in my curly hair cabinet. The Verb Curl Cream is very light, and I typically don't have to use a lot of this. This is very little goes a long way. So if you are looking for good creams, I recommend these three. You keep these creams on hand just because sometimes when I want that extra moisture, I have an option. We are moving on to my favorite category of stylers, and that is gel stylers. So typically, if you are looking for maximum curl definition as well as hold, you want to get a gel. You want to get a gel if you live in a climate that is very humid and very hot and you cannot keep that definition and that hold in your hair, get a gel. I live in the Bahamas. It's so hot, my hair tends to frizz on day one, and this gives me that whole and long lasting definition that I need for the entire wash week. And I find that when I use gels, I use less product, which means that my hair won't get as much buildup as if it were using a cream. A lot of the reasons why I tend to use gels, because one, it doesn't give me buildup, it's light for my hair. So you have some people who think that, or who shy away from using gels because they feel that it dries out their hair or it leaves this crunchy feeling. And it is supposed to leave the crunchy feeling. It is supposed to leave the crunchy feeling because what it is doing, it's locking in your curl definition. It's called a curl cast. As you can see, my curls are pretty much defined. And so what that curl cast does, it preserves your curls and it locks in that definition and locks out the frizz. There's a simple trick to it. If you want to get rid of that cast, all you do is squirt some serum, squirt some oil, and then you just scrunch out that cast and you will have beautiful, defined, bouncy, soft curls. So if you are a low porosity girl, you are a medium porosity girl, if you are a high porosity girl, gel works for all porosities. You cannot go wrong with a gel. And I hope to convince you that a gel is the #1 styling product out there. So this is my favorite gel. I've been using this for a few years, and this is the I Create Hold by Innocence Beauty. And then I recently start kind of playing around with this gel. This is Bread. And then of course, you know, some people are going to have their thoughts about this gel, but let me tell you, this has gotten me through high and low and good and bad times, and that is the Eco Gel. I'm sorry if you guys are not a fan of Eco, but we live and we die by Eco over here. And I have never gotten any flake from this. This says this is a max hold of 10. I don't know if I believe that. So these are some of my favorite gels if you guys are looking to add some gels to your list. The final category that we are going to discuss is foams and mousses. Now these products have become very popular in the past, I want to say a year to 2 years. Companies have been churning out mousses and foams at a record pace, and that's because they've been formulated honestly to be so amazing that the curly hair girls are eating them up. And honestly, I can't lie, if you go through my channel, you will see that I have tested maybe every single foam or mousse on the market, and I love 90% of them. 90% of them, they give you that definition, they give you some hold, they give you that versatility, and they're so easy to use, which I think why they've become so popular. And a lot of them have become one product wash and goes. Everyone's looking for easy wash and go, and I think that's why this category is absolutely exploded. Some of my favorite foams that I have been absolutely going insane with is Do Mousse Def Texture Foam, which is a one product wash and go. And then another one of my favorites are the Pattern Beauty Curl Mousse. I find that this is honestly neck and neck with the Dew. It is a great product and I love them equally. So if you are looking for versatility, you're looking for a light hold with lots of definition, this is the category to go with, because these will absolutely give you what you're looking for. I will say this though, if you are a curl girl that is looking for intense moisture or moisture or your hair is on the drier side, you may find that these products might dry your hair out because, of course, the way mousses and foams are formulated, they have alcohol in it and they dry quickly, so they're not going to give you that moisture that you're looking for, not a lot of moisture. So I've had a lot of curly girls tell me, Sherice, I tried those products and they dried my hair out. So you want to be a little careful about that. My trick to using mousse, any type of mousse, is intensely deep conditioning your hair before a mousse. So I always use my thickest deep conditioner, which is the Shea Moisture Honey and Manuka, for 20 minutes with heat. And when I apply this, my hair is absolutely perfect. So remember, the prepping and prime phase of before you style your hair is extremely important when you use certain products. You can use a foam for wash and go, twist outs, rod sets. I mean, it's endless. That is the last product category I have, which is why I call it the big three. Now I'm gonna scoot in a little closer because this may have the curly girls absolutely peed off. Someone asked me recently my thoughts on coconut oils, like styling your hair with oils. Honestly, my honest opinion is I do not. And the reason I do not particularly is because I find that specifically coconut oil makes my hair extremely hard and my skin breaks out like mad. So if you are a curly girl and you have acneic skin, that is something that you absolutely have to worry about, putting oils on your skin, because it will drip down. And it was a hot mess. I spent almost 2 years trying to figure out why my skin was breaking out, and it was my hair products. So you have to be absolutely careful with what you use. So I kind of limit the hair products that I use based on the oils in it. So when I went to my esthetician, they gave me a list of oils that I shouldn't use on my face. And so I try to look at that list and look at my hair products and make sure those products are not in my hair products. So that's the number one reason I don't use oils. Well, 2 reasons. It's hard and it breaks out my skin. The third reason is my stylist told me our hair is extremely intuitive, our hair and our scalp. It will make whatever it needs to make to moisturize our scalp. So we really don't need to be overdoing it with the oils. And simply put, when she told me that, I'm like, you smart. And I never worried about using an oil to style or use it on my scalp. It's just, for me, it just doesn't work, and it makes my hair extremely hot. That's another reason I don't use it. But if oils work for you, by all means, use it. Remember, my suggestions are just that, suggestions. Use what works for you and discard the rest. Now, I know I said that was the final category, but I don't consider this category to be stylish, but it is products that you do need for your hair, and these are finishing products. So what a finishing product is, like, my hair is already styled. I applied my gel, I applied my leave-in, and then I diffuse. And so I want to add something to that to, finish it. So it's basically like a ribbon on a gift. And I'm going to reach for my serums. This is my favorite serum of all time, which is the Frizz Buster by I don't even know how to pronounce it. Fantasia. And what this does is this smooths my hair, gives me shine, and helps me get rid of those flyaways, and honestly helps me to keep frizz down to a minimum. The second serum or oil, which is very lightweight, and I only use this basically on my end, is my Verb Ghost Oil. And I find that this helps me to smooth and shine my hair when I feel like it's a little dull. It helps me give that a pop of shine to it. And so you also can use finishing products like hairspray to lock your style in place, heat protectants if you live in a very hot place, or even heat protectants right before you diffuse your hair. So honestly, it's all preference, as I said. Some people don't use any finishing products, but I think that a serum here or there won't kill you. It'll give you that nice pop, that nice shine, and you'll have a good hair day. And just like that, we are done. I know we discussed a lot today, but remember, it is honestly so simple once you really sit down and you really figure things out. So remember, the first thing you're going to want to figure out is your hair's porosity, and this will inform all of your curly hair products. You only need a leave-in. You need either a curl cream, a gel, or a foam, and then you need some type of serum or oil to finish off that curly hair look. You know, I feel like we always make things so overcomplicated when it really doesn't need to be. And I think this is one of the things that makes it hard for new curl girls to really find the footing, because there's just so many products. There's so much of everything. But remember, once you find out your porosity, everything else, in my opinion, is the easy stuff. And once you figure out what do you want from your hair, do you want hold, do you want definition, do you want versatility, do you want to twist out, do you want to braid out, then you will know which product to choose. So I hope these tips were beneficial to you on your hair care journey, or even if it's something that you've heard before and I'm reinforcing, I hope these were something that help you along your journey. That is going to do it for me. If you have any comments, if you need any help on anything, please do leave me some comments in the comment box and I will be sure to answer them. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for always supporting. If you are not subscribed in, please do so right now. I would really appreciate it. And of course, if you found value in this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That is going to be it for now. Until my next video, see you later.